This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life.
From the Corrections Omissions Department. Did I just
Really,
stumble? I
you just
stumbled
nailed
through
that,
that.
didn't you?
Fuck.
Let's celebrate Christmas by concocting the liquor we call murderling.
I got sent a Facebook post or a Facebook something or other. Ooh, that's a fun picture of me.
Got right up to the gate in the front, the rail thingy. Fence.
I don't
Fence is the
know.
word I'm looking for.
They need to if you're just listening to this episode this is the first episode out of all of our episodes that you started listening to.
You guys need to get your shit together.
That's weird.
Do you want to try and restart it?
I can.
Yeah.
No, Jess? Jess.
Yeah.
No, Jess? Jess.
One of our cameras is stuck in the past.
No, Jess. That might be fun. That's not fucking anything up.
I doubt it. I mean, I would just fucking restart the camera and here, I'll just unplug it and I'll restart and we'll try and if you have a beat, just try and check it.
Is that what we'll do?
That's what I'll do. This problem last time.
Just spit on it.
A minute and 45 seconds in. I think it's the official count.
Started the show. No, it was a minute. It was the first second. The first word spoken. We should restart it?
Before the fucking bit plays.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So, hi, everyone.
It is a record.
It's being rectified. You could do it from here.
Well, it's redone and plugged in.
All right.
So, and it's on
Talk
PC
amongst
camera.
yourselves.
There you go.
Oh, shit, bitch. We got it.
There I am.
All righty. We don't even need
Which
it
way
right
do you
now.
Want it, which way do you want it pointed?
I didn't care.
You didn't care?
I just had it pointed at our guest,
She got kind of shanghaied.
Jessica Leitheuser. Yeah,
She kind of said, I'll sit here and maybe I'll talk.
Yeah.
right up against the mic, please.
I just wanted to feel welcome, you know.
Project your voice into it.
I just wanted to feel welcome.
I just popped by. Walked in the door, and Brooke's like, "Oh, you hanging out?" She's like, "Yeah," and I went, "Oh, well, I guess I should let her on."
Yeah. Is Brooke even here?
No, she's doing yoga.
No, I definitely invited myself to this party.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
So, but we're back. How are you feeling?
We're not going to talk about last week.
We have to.
Why?
We have to.
Why?
First of all, everyone's talking.
I don't
about it.
remember the last half of the show.
Second of all, that's why we need to talk about it a little bit.
The official count is 13 beers in 3 hours.
Was it 13?
Yeah, because there was one left over. Because there was there were 2 in that bag, and there's one left over, and I brought a 12-pack. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of the last half hour. It was I tried to re-listen to it, but I re-upped my. You sound like you're dying over there. You okay?
Yeah, it's just a deviated septum. Sorry.
You sounded like you're gonna pass out. You sound like my fucking bulldog.
I was actually wondering if you guys heard that.
I hear everything. As long as the volume's turned way up. But yeah, I tried to re-listen to the episode, and I got most of the way through it, and then I re-upped on my Audible, so then I downloaded a new book, so I started listening to the book instead of finishing the podcast. But what I do remember is basically we did the Kumbaya segment. Do you remember that?
No.
Where we compared like your beliefs against his beliefs?
Yeah. I usually don't like it's just not readily accessible. But if you remind me of anything, I'm going to remember it.
Okay, yeah. So that was great because
we were completely in line, which doesn't make any sense.
not completely,
pretty close,
but
yeah.
You guys were like 85 to 90%.
We were mostly on opposite sides when it came to Russia and foreign policy.
Foreign policy and some not even social issues. He's all good with all that shit too. So, but
we're a little opposite when it comes to healthcare, but I think a lot of that is, I don't know, maybe just like the propaganda that he's told. Like I don't know. I would need to listen again to hear what his.
I've heard both arguments from both sides. We don't have to go into it. I'm not going to go into it, but I've heard arguments from both sides. Whether it's hurt people, it's helped people, blah 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 blah. I've heard small business owners. I've heard them say, "Why the fuck should I bother carrying health insurance?" And I've heard other small business owners go, "I love it. It's the greatest thing ever."
Well,
so,
I mean, like coming from personal experience, we probably don't want to get into healthcare, but I mean, Tanner's like, I can't afford to offer it, so I don't. Yeah. And it's fine because we all don't claim our fucking tips, so we get free healthcare.
Yeah.
Most of the people that work for him are under 26 anyway, so they're on their parents' insurance. But for me, I mean, this year, I'm going to get fucked next year. I'm going to have to pay, looking to buy the house, I'm going to wind up owing between $7,000 and $10,000 in taxes next year. And I'm going to have to pay for my own health insurance for a fucking year.
But that's not, I'm not trying to get too deep into it, just saying that's what you guys were fighting about for the most part. And I'm more fascinated by everybody's reaction to it, not just everybody as a whole.
Yeah, the entire country was like, wow, I gave us too much credit.
Yeah.
Like that's what it came down to with me. I just I'll completely admit I was totally wrong on everything because I gave the American public too much credit.
My dad, and it's the funny thing, he just turned 60 this year. Mm-hmm. My dad, who is typically very Republican, he still voted for Trump because he's kind of like programmed to vote Republican. That's just always how he's been. However, I was sitting there with him last night, and I was talking to him about it. And it's the most civil the two of us have ever been talking about politics. And I was just like, so, what do you think about this election? And he went, I can't fucking believe that happened. He goes, I voted for him because I never vote Democrat. It's just not my thing. But son of a bitch, I didn't think for a second that motherfucker would get voted president. Like, he's in shock.
Yeah.
And he voted for the guy. So it's a wild, wild thing. And the only reason I want to talk about it is because it's starting to slow down a little bit. There's still protests going on and everything like that, which I don't think is. I was talking to Jess about this earlier. I've had time to process it. You saw me. I really was just kind of smirky and oh my God, I can't believe this is hilarious. And then I had time to process it and everything, and I'm like, well, I'm fine because that's the way our system works. That's how the people voted. We didn't get the popular vote, but we got the electoral college. A repeat of 2000, or I'm sorry, a repeat of what year did Bush get elected? 2000. A repeat happened with that whole thing because didn't Gore win the popular?
Yeah.
So a repeat happened. So it was like just another weird thing. But what I started to process was everybody's protesting not my president and all this stuff and electoral college. Or was pissed off at the electoral college. I think we're aiming our guns. I'm going to be saying we and our, and I'm just going to be like. The left. Yeah. I'm just going to say we and our. I understand I don't really belong with that, but in this case, I happen to be on that side.
Yeah.
I've just accepted the fact, all right, he won. The rules suck. That's how it is. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know if it's just the way I grew up. If you lose, you just go, next time.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to get at is our guns are aimed at in the wrong direction. We got fucked by the DNC. Yeah. Not by Trump, not by the Republicans. They did what they do. Mm. That's what they do. They inject fear and anger. There's anger on both sides.
Yeah.
Republicans fueled it with fear. On the Democrats with Bernie were fueling like this political vigor for everybody. Like they wanted people involved. They were trying to get people involved and compassionate and, peace and everything like that. But then there was Hillary, that the Democratic National Party wanted her in so fucking bad. They just were like, people will overlook it. We got this shit in the bag. Obama, look what we did with Obama and everything like that. They fucked themselves. They didn't listen to anybody. Mm-hmm. And, they were out to just do whatever the hell they wanted. And I know that's what they can do. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just, they fucked us, not the Republicans.
Yeah. Well,
we
of
need
course,
to we need to, tear ourselves down before to.
No, I get that.
So that in 4 years we can actually put somebody viable who can beat the motherfucker, who can change minds and not crooked.
Yeah.
Because that's what people freaked out about. Like Trump,
I know, I get
he's
that. But he's just as fucking crooked. That's the shit that bothers me so much. And it's like, I didn't have any talking points to go with Scott because I don't need to research that stuff. He does. You know what I mean? I don't need to research that.
You
stuff.
should though. I mean,
but that's the thing. But that's the thing. When it comes down to it, we live in the United States. We have an electoral college, right? I'm certainly fucking not voting for Trump, and I think that's a really bad thing. I understand all of these things are wrong with Clinton, but when it comes down to it, I disagree with every single policy Trump has. Mm-hmm. So why do I need to waste my time and effort doing and researching all of that shit, which I would normally? I did a shit ton of research during the
primaries,
because I needed to. I needed to make an actual choice. This was no choice whatsoever. There was no question at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could vote for third party if I just wanted to, especially in this election, throw my fucking vote away. And I'm sorry, fucking millennials were the ones that made the fucking difference voting for third parties. And great, they voted for third parties. I'm all for a multiple party system. But it fucked us this time. It was the wrong fucking time to do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you lived in New York and you voted third party, that's fine. That's great. That's a protest vote. You should do it. I voted for Hillary Clinton under the Working Families Party, not the Democratic Party. That's how you do it. That's how you affect change. It needs to be small, incremental changes, or it's not going to fucking happen. That's why Bernie Sanders isn't where he isn't president right now, because he refused to let a little bit go and make small, incremental changes.
Yeah.
But maybe he never would have gotten as far as he did if he wasn't so fucking left.
That's what I was just about to say. I said
he might not have gone anywhere.
People fed off the fact that he was squeaky clean and telling everyone to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, and
except us.
Had they just had a little bit of foresight, and I said this a long time ago, had they just once everyone told him, hey, so this isn't going to happen, right? Like there was a sit-down conversation at some point with all of his advisors, like, you can't win.
He had a meeting with the president.
Yeah. At that point, it would have been the smartest, and I understand it's politics as usual and it's a fucking problem, but it would have gotten some major changes made. Had they just said, calm down the rhetoric, you get the VP spot, it would have been a landslide fucking election.
Yeah.
It would have been 20, 30 points, no fucking problem.
I don't know. I wouldn't go that far.
I do.
But
because they would have gotten all the third party vote at that point.
That's true. Yeah.
All the third party vote.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I didn't want to go into it too long, but that's the conclusion I've come up. That's me personally. My personal opinion is we're fucking stuck with Trump. You need to deal with it. If you want to protest, protest your ass off. Don't burn anything down.
Yeah, don't be an idiot.
And vandalize property and treat other people like fucking pieces of shit.
You should protest if you want to protest. That's great. Don't destroy property like you just said. But you shouldn't be protesting Trump. You should be protesting the fact that more Americans didn't want him for president.
Yeah.
We're at the point now where there is no fucking reason for an electoral college. We are not at a point where obviously it doesn't change the fact that if the electorate is fucking stupid, that things can change.
Yeah.
So what you could do is you can have a hybrid system. That's not a big deal. That's what we have in what, if we looked them up, didn't we? Whatever states have popular vote.
Yeah.
So those states, no matter what their state votes, the electoral votes go to the candidate that gets the popular vote. Those people, the specific like the people who decide that, can say, well, I'm not going to follow that because I think that guy is a fucking terrorist sympathizer.
When
or some
does
shit like
that happen? When does
It's never actually happened, but it can happen. And the whole idea was so that we wouldn't be like usurped by a foreign power.
Yeah.
You know, like someone who was a political puppet for some other regime, which Trump is. I mean, like,
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just the whole thing, like with Russia and all of that. It's like there's proven things that have shown that Russian government hacked things to fuck with our election. And how can you be saying that partnering with Russia is a good thing right now?
Yeah.
I mean, making peace with Russia is necessary, and we should be doing that. We should be getting along with them, but I don't want to be fucking buddy-buddy with them just because they're on the wrong side of Syria.
Yeah.
That's 99% of it. There's hundreds of thousands of people that are dying because of Russia's involvement.
I do want to play something here that I saw. I don't know. Oh man, it might be. I'm wondering if I can catch the clip of it. I don't know. I'm playing this cold because I
are being attacked.
All right, this is from the Young Turks, but the clip is from an interview that Trump
Very
did.
surprised to hear that.
You're telling Muslims.
I hate to hear that. I mean, I hate
But
to hear
you do
that.
hear it.
I don't hear it.
You're not seeing
I
it?
saw one or two
On-
instances.
on social
well, I think
media?
it's a very small amount. Again, I think it's
Do
the
you
media.
want to say anything to those people?
I would say don't do it. That's terrible. Because I'm going to bring this country together.
They're harassing Latinos, Muslims.
I am so saddened to hear that. And I say stop it. If it helps. I will say this, and I'll say it right to the camera, stop it.
Now, a lot that to me, that little thing there for all these, make America white again and all this like racist stuff that's starting to pop up, and I'm sure it's being blown up by the media because they're a fucking problem too. But there's shit that's happening. People are, using racism in the name of Trump.
Yeah.
At the moment, that right there, that little moment was his little moment. That was his time to shine and actually.
And he's
reach out and like try and grab some of the people that are pissed off and like try and be a little bit sympathetic. But he was just like he's denying slightly. If that's, I mean, I don't know if that's happening, but I haven't. It's minuscule, and I just I mean, he might have been caught off guard and all that shit too.
That's fine.
Like,
he might have been caught off guard, but how could he be caught off guard by that question? How? Like how? That's all people have been talking about for months. Like how does he not have an answer for that ready to go? Like why does it? It's because his advisors, I guess, don't think that it's an issue.
I don't know. I'm trying to find something in there where I'm not like I'm not trying to be so preachy like left.
Well,
left,
no,
left,
but
left.
I mean,
I'm trying my best here.
Any fucking halfway intelligent person knows that he needs to make a 180 on a whole lot of the things that he has said, because I don't care if he's the president. He can't build a wall between us and Mexico. It's not going to happen.
That's the other thing.
That's just a dumb thing to say, and he refuses to acknowledge that was a dumb thing to say.
Yeah, now he's just saying, it's gonna be more like a fence.
Yeah,
I think is what.
But some people within his campaign have backpedaled on that a little bit.
They've backpedaled on a bunch of things.
But the thing
already.
is, he hasn't come out and said, I said that because it was what I believed at the time. Now with new information, I agree that is logistically impossible, and we need to blah blah blah. Something like Obama wanted to close Guantanamo, and then basically it was like, oh, so I would need it be an act of Congress. There'd be all kinds of shit. There would have to be amendments. Like it's he came out and said it's not as possible as I was hoping. It's unfortunate. I can't do it.
I think it's I think that's gonna happen eventually. Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna be in his ear eventually. We're gonna see. I think we're gonna see one of two things: somebody completely incompetent, or somebody who's gonna just, run the middle ground.
Yeah, because
the whole time. Because I don't think
Like, we all know he can't do the things that he said that he was going to do. Most of the things that he said
don't
he
know.
was going to do. I mean, it's possible if he can hold a majority for 4 years, not 2. It's possible that he could overturn the healthcare law. It's not going to happen in 2 years because they'll filibuster the shit out of it.
it's possible, but it's not.
It's unlikely. It's very unlikely. And he would need 60 fucking Democrats right now to fucking support it. That's not going to happen.
Gay marriage thing. He's already said. Well, the Supreme Court ruled it's unconstitutional to not let gay marriage happen. So it's law.
Yeah, that's it.
He just kind of went. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's always kind of been. He's been kind of like wavering on that point a bunch of times because he refused to answer the question for a long time, and then he finally came out and said something to the effect of, "I'm against it, but I don't know about the constitutionality and blah blah blah." Like, basically, I'm against it, and alluded to the fact that he would do everything he could to get rid of it. But
I don't think that's the way he thinks, though.
No.
I think
No.
he just. I think that's a Republican thing to say, so he said
Yeah.
it, and he did the best he could.
yeah,
To, out of all the fucking things, though, that seems like it's just like, dude, you can't. How come you can't? You can be like that on that side, but when it comes to all the other races and everything, you can't see. You can't see anything else there. It's weird to me. I don't know. Part of me thinks that he played the Republican Party to get where he is, and now he's shitting his pants.
I think most of his supporters will say he is not racist, and I think that argument could be made. I think he's xenophobic, but not racist.
Yeah.
But I mean, a certain degree of that is an
What I
underlying
wanna
racism
see-
that he won't acknowledge.
What I want to see, my favorite moment. Every president goes through this, but it's my favorite moment to watch. It's that moment where that limo drops him off outside. It's not the White House. I can't remember.
it's the place next door.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that creepy fucking building next door that nobody knows what it does. And he goes inside, and that's his first secret dossier debriefing or whatever the fuck. I don't know the words to put together to make that
they
sound
come
right.
out and their hair is grayer.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's gonna look like. He looks terrible now.
He walked in.
Fucking Obama was just dashing and wonderful looking, and now he's aged 20 fucking years and 8. He's gonna have no hair. Can you fucking imagine? He's gonna look like Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor 2020. Oh shit. He's because I remember watching Obama go in, and he's walking tall in there, and I remember him watching him walk out, and he made a fucking beeline. He couldn't get to that limo fast enough. If he had a fucking rocket ship, he would have taken it 10 feet to the fucking limo. I was like, that motherfucker just saw some shit. And Trump's going to see some shit, and it's going to pile on to all the crap that I think I might be digging way too deep into this. I might be completely crazy, but I'm
You're
seeing...
kind of hoping it's going to turn around a little bit?
No. Well, I'm hoping that he just all of a sudden wakes up one day and is like, I can't do... what the fuck did I do? I can't do all this. This is crazy.
But if he I don't want him to step down now because then fucking Pence is the
oh
president.
my God!
Yeah.
I'll take Trump
Yeah, I'll take Trump over Pence.
Pence
Yeah.
sounds like a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like a fucking
he's
what
one
is
of
it?
He's one of those people that's totally fine with people bombing abortion clinics and shit.
He seems
Yeah.
like one of those Kool-Aid wait for the spaceship on the solstice type people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what I was trying to get at was maybe I'm reading too deep into this, but Trump's body language, his body language for the past week, a little over a week has just been, he hasn't been, he doesn't seem right.
Dropped.
He was boisterous and big and everything like that. And he's talking to the president and he's hunched over and he's got his hands crossed like this on the, and maybe that's just because he's just fuck you, whatever. Maybe he's got that kind of swagger. I don't know. But to me, it seemed like he was
Yeah. I definitely agree.
What? It's fuck. Syria. You said, God, yeah.
Wait,
Syria.
I control the button?
Syria.
For reals?
No. Just gotta. What time's lights out? In the White House is 10.
Not.
Is it 10? Oh no, there's no lights out. That's what I thought.
Never. Right? No.
What's
No
his
more
chief of staff? Yeah, no, it's on my.
Yeah, I've got a white supremacist lined up.
No,
for that.
it's on my list. It's on my list. The district attorney is on. I point them too. Okay, I knew that, but I wasn't like 100% sure. He's like me if I was president.
Wayne.
Yeah, I just show up and I go, so what's on the docket? And the docket like just unfurls across the fucking room, and you're like,
Forever.
okay. Is there a way I could like delegate some of this to someone
You're the ultimate
else?
delegator, by the way.
See, I remembered something about whores, interns. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Didn't W take the most vacation days of any president? Can I do that?
Yeah, well, like,
Can I beat that record?
when am I allowed to take? When's my first vacation days? Like, one of those active? Is it January 6th, or can I go in like December? But
Martha's Vineyard, is that what it
is it this January 6th or 7th? I don't remember.
I think it's the 9th.
It's the 9th? All right, I was way off.
I don't know.
But whatever.
can't-
I remember seeing all of the like the fucking stickers, like whatever Obama's last day was.
You get the gist.
is? I can't wait
Yeah.
to see the actual. You are the president from Obama.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
inauguration. Yeah, oh man, that's.
Could you imagine if you just didn't go? That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Because Trump is just like, he didn't bring a press corps when he went to meet with the president, like just shit that no one has ever done. So if I were Obama, it's just like not feeling great. Have Joe do it.
Those fucking Joe memes, those Joe Biden memes that have been going around. I know everybody already knows it, but it
Yeah.
really is saving a lot of sanity
Oh, for
out
sure,
there.
yeah.
Like those have
The one where he's fucking just
consistently made me
staring
laugh.
at the window, and it's like when you're really hungry and waiting for your pizza to
No,
arrive.
my favorite is just Obama with his hand over his face, and Joe's like, it's like, all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a bucket of glue over the door, and he's just like, Joe, no, and you jump out with the feathers. Where are you gonna get No, Joe.
Karina showed me one last night. It was like a little. It was he had his hand over Obama, and it was a little. They showed the face on the.
Oh, the
hand.
face on the
Oh,
hand,
yeah.
like, yeah, okay.
Like
Yeah,
just
it's like
showing
this.
him,
This-
like,
oh,
little-
so they photoshopped it in,
Photoshop
trying to cheer him up.
lipstick, yeah. It's the best. It's the best. I love those photoshops.
He said something Obama, like it's a little vague to look up. I don't know if I could find it, but after the interview that he did with Trump, I think the press asked him how it went. He goes, "We had a very great meeting."
Great meeting.
And just kind of like, I was like, you smarmy asshole.
Yeah,
Look at
he
you.
said, he said like something to the effect of that it was amicable and it was a good, productive meeting.
No, but he
but
said,
they still completely disagree on nearly all policy
Yeah.
issues.
but he said, we had a really great meeting. Like, Trump
Yeah.
with the great
Yeah.
thing. Like, he said that, and I was like, you cheeky little bastard. I bet you no one caught that, but I did. I see you, you fuck. You're just playing basketball every day now. You got no fucks to give.
Yeah.
I want to see him get on that plane one last time and just
Did
turn
you-
around and go,
Did you know that once you're elected president, it's technically not legal for you to ever drive on a public road again? It's like
You got to be surrounded.
You
at
need
all
to be
times, right?
driven by a Secret Service agent all the time. So he can't teach his kids to drive.
You know what I'm driven by? A passion for radio.
Radio and quotes. And that's not just because it's on the internet. It's because this is amateur as shit.
He can't teach his kids to drive? Is that was
into the
point
mic.
to-
Yeah, he
point to
can't
that?
teach his daughters to drive.
How old are they?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think they're going into college now, aren't they?
I thought they
No,
were
no,
young.
no.
They're, like,
There's
applying for
there's
college.
There's a younger one that's probably just starting out to drive, and the older one I think is just
Because they
going
were
into
like
college.
4 and 6 or whatever, right?
I mean, who would you rather learn
foreign-
to drive from? A Secret Service agent or your dad?
Yeah, I mean, Secret Service agent would be cool.
Like,
You have to be
Drive
careful
that
though.
just be like, I want to drive that fucking Tahoe with the goddamn minigun that comes out the roof. That's what I'm going to learn to drive in. It's the third one back. That's the anti-aircraft fucking Tahoe.
But you got the young, co-ed going into school, and then like the tough Secret Service
Yeah.
agent. You gotta be careful about the sexual tension there.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a fucking gun. He's got 2 guns, if you know what I mean.
Jesus Christ.
Sure, we can go down to the range.
I just feel like you have to be a megalomaniac to want to run for president. Like you just have to be. You just be like, so I'm just going to completely throw out all privacy for my entire family for the rest of their lives.
I can't imagine that.
I mean,
don't-
I'm sure at a certain point, like the kids won't have Secret Service.
I don't
detachments
know.
or whatever,
I don't
but-
know the paths of. I don't know the specific paths. Obama's specific path. I don't know Bush's specific path. But this is the way I look at it. Brooke keeps saying, later on she wants to run for some sort of local office. Let's
do
say,
I.
let's
Yeah.
say what this is the path. You run for a local office. You get into that local office. Then you run for a local Senate or a state Senate position. Okay, and then you run for a governor spot. Each of these spots you got to sit in for a little while.
Yeah.
And I'm not so like the local position could be like something dumb.
Yeah.
Counselor, ward, whatnot. It's not dumb, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Something very small, and then you work your way up within local scene, and then you get to a governor, or you go from state senator to U.S. senator,
Yeah.
or governor to U.S. senator, or governor to, now you're running for president, and now you're the fucking president. You have to go through all of that.
Or you don't. You could just be Trump and not go through any of it.
It's true.
You just
Where's Dad?
But
Dad's money.
all right, like him. Who is it? Him and Ronald Reagan are the ones that just kind of
Well, Ronald Reagan, I
leapfrogged
believe,
everybody. Did he
did
have
I
governor?
think he was a governor.
Okay,
so he did have some political office.
So, but what I'm saying,
I believe he is the first U.S. president to never hold any political office.
What's that?
Where's Jack? Jack?
Is he here?
No.
Oh.
Where's Jack? He would know.
He would
about
know.
Reagan stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My
And
father-in-law.
everything else.
But so 99.9% or 99% of the presidents that have gone in have held some sort of office. Trump's the exception. Well, that's not what I'm getting at. Like,
I'm sure it's not 99.
You
How many
have-
presidents have we had? We could do the math right now.
oh, he's the 48th.
So it's so it's like 90
47,
yeah, so it's
48, somewhere.
97 and change
Okay.
percent.
Thank
You're
you.
close though.
Yes.
No, I'm not even right. Am I?
You're autistic.
It's
is what
one.
you are.
It's 1 out of 48.
I think I'm.
Check. Can you hear us?
Can you hear?
I
Check.
guess, but
Check.
I don't
Check.
think I
Check.
hear
Check.
you
Check. Check.
in here.
Hello,
Check,
hello.
Check. Check. Check
Through.
1. Check
How's
2.
that? Better?
Check.
How's that better?
I mean,
Play
I
the
don't-
bumper.
I don't need it.
No, but I mean,
I can't. I could barely
That's
hear
'cause
you
there's
because you're
nothing-
just kind of half
Gosh, so
talking
there's
into the
nothing
mic.
plugged into this here.
Oh.
Oh.
Right.
Play the logistics on the air bumper while you fix it. I'll fix it. You play the bumper. Play the bumper.
I knew it.
Took you a long time.
Well, I was trying to like wait.
Yeah, that was loud, huh? Yeah. Check. How's the volume?
Yeah.
That good?
We're good.
Good.
I'm live now.
All right.
Well, we've been live. You just
Yeah.
You're late.
You just couldn't
I'm-
hear.
I'm-
Yeah, she's just wearing fucking earmuffs.
Yeah, that's all. That's all that was going on.
So, fucking, what was I saying before I was rudely interrupted? We were talking about percentages. But
By
I
a
mean,
legitimate
Brooke.
concern
Oh, okay,
about
so-
President.
so
Brooke being president. Brooke's gonna be the president
yes,
Yeah.
but that's the
Brooke
thing.
for president.
She'll never go that far. She'll go local, like town, and that's
Yeah.
it. She won't go farther than that because she can actually make a difference. Brooke for president? Is
now. It's
that
gonna be Brooke Bosch for president.
Oh Jesus, she's not gonna be.
BBT.
She won't be happy about that. But anyway,
/ First Lady Ryan Bosch.
yes, Ryan Bosch for first gentleman. So, yeah, but you have to go through all of that, campaigning and like actual doing enough stuff to get recognized to get to that next level, so you can do more stuff to get recognized to that next level. It's just like, if you look at it as like working your way up in a company, but it's so just egomaniacal.
Yeah.
It's so ego driven. That's
Yeah.
what makes it insane.
think-
It's
I
just
think
like
the,
it's like what you want to do, what I want to do, what I want to do this, and I want to change this,
Yeah.
and I want to do this, and like, yeah, they follow they have their ideas that they think will work, and then that's.
I feel like
don't know.
I feel like the best presidents are ones where you don't get the feeling that they were like that. Obama, I think, was like that. I think that he decided at a very young age for a president that I'm going for this. I want to be president. That's the only reason that he sought political office, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas somebody like Bill Clinton, I think, was fucking tapped on the shoulder and said, "We think you'd be a good president."
Yeah.
So because he was, yeah, he
Nice.
so and I mean, regardless of the fucking Monica Lewinsky shit, I think on paper, President Clinton is the best president we've ever fucking had.
Likely story.
Yeah. So
Minus the whole getting blown.
the largest economic expansion
Big
in the United
impeachment
States
thing.
history, dude.
Yeah. Well, there's
Which was promptly fucked up almost overnight.
a lot of people would fight you on that.
Of
'cause
course they would.
NAFTA and everything.
Yeah,
like that.
well, they can fight us all they fucking want. But the fact is that we balanced our budget in 4 fucking years, kept a balanced budget for 4 more fucking years, ran a surplus that entire time, and then in 18 months we were upside down after Bush got elected. That's not a coincidence. That's because he said we need to expand the fucking budget 8 billion% for the goddamn army. So, yeah,
Well,
that's an argument for another day.
would everybody like a silver lining?
Always.
No.
Planned Parenthood has received 80,000 donation in Mike Pence's name.
Awesome.
I don't think they have an exact number. They're just that's how many donations they've had. I didn't really.
Well, if it's 80,000 donations, it's at least $80,000.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably way more than that.
Or it could be $8,000. There's a lot of cheap
If they all just gave
motherfuckers.
a penny.
A Facebook page called Donate $5 to Planned Parenthood in honor of Mike Pence was already in existence, which seeks to flood the Indiana governor's office with thank you cards from the pro-choice organization.
That's fucking
Organization
awesome. You
spelled
see
with
that?
an S.
I think that's like Gray and Gray.
Ah,
I think they're both right.
yeah. Oh, independent. I'm sorry, it's from UK. So, all right. My bad. Some other land. Anyway, so that's fun. That's good. I don't want to piss off, the king and all.
There's no king.
Queen.
There's the queen.
Since when?
Since a long fucking time ago.
might be a thing. I'm not sure.
Oh, man. What time is it? All right, cool. We're doing good here. Doing well.
I want to move along.
Oh, yeah. It's time. That was my shooting the whole thing in the
Beer
face.
is here.
Yeah, we can do our
gotta go get another
fallback.
one.
We can go to our fallback position. What's that?
Then transition into drones and skateboards.
Drones and skateboards. Are we going to take a break?
We can if you want.
I don't need to.
I don't need to either.
So let's do it.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Oh, I thought you were leaving still. I was like, wait, what? I got to talk to Jess? That's going to be weird.
It's terrible.
She's barely talking as it is.
Just smiling.
Just loving life. So, yeah, we're going to do What Are You Drinking? Because that's what we do. How to
Let's talk about
regroup.
what she's drinking. because
Yeah, what
that's
are you
one of my-
drinking?
That is one of my
Guest, and
old
make sure you're talking to the mic
standbys.
before I beat you with it.
Yeah, okay.
Sweaty noses.
Tilt the mic up.
Do you see me here?
Yes, I do. But I was breathing. like
So you
that
need to
into
move
it,
away
so
when you're not talking.
Yeah, like
That's
in
okay.
Chocolate Rain when he like turns away to breathe.
I just, I'm not
Chocolate
sure.
rain.
I might have something to say, so I have to be right there. So Smutty Nose, awesome brewery. Right out of somewhere in the Northeast. It's either New Hampshire or Vermont.
I feel like it's New Hampshire, but I could be wrong.
I want to say
Red
really
State
New
sons
Hampshire.
of bitches.
Anyways, good solid brewery. I'm drinking their IPA right now.
Yeah,
Finest
it's finest kind.
Finest kind IPA.
IPA. It's solid. It's it's a good go-to IPA. It's not a Western IPA.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Look at us. But it's good. It's not super hoppy.
Smutty Nose is always a good pull.
Smutty
Yeah, they
Nose
have
is pretty
the
solid.
finest kind. Those two old guys sitting in the chairs. They used to be on
I
just
love it.
the Smutty Nose IPA, which was crazy hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they make that one anymore. They might just have like some other Imperial IPA or
haven't
something.
seen it,
but
yeah.
now the finest kind IPA is like their flagship IPA, and they
Mm-hmm.
just dial back the hops quite a bit.
This
Very
little
good.
shit was
Yeah.
hidden in the gas station. It was by the other like
Turkey's done.
it was by the Coors Light and whatever. Usually like Lagunitas, I was what my go-to, and nope, this was hidden up in the little corner. Went right to it. Couldn't go for the Lagunitas today. Did not want to be hammered.
Unlike Adam.
No, this is no. I got this because I didn't
Oh,
want to be
Chatham.
hammered. I was gonna go with because I haven't had it before.
They're out of Chatham?
Yeah, Chatham, New York.
Holy
So
shit.
hang on. So I was gonna go with the Brooklyn Imperial Stout because I haven't had it and it's new. Very excited, but it was like $13.99 for a 6-pack, and I was like, I'll drink that whole 6-pack in
And
the
it's
hour.
probably 8 or 9%.
10% alcohol.
Is it 10?
Yeah.
No, you'd be dead.
Yeah. So I opted. No, I wouldn't be dead.
No.
I'd be fine.
Adam's like the Wolverine of drinking.
Holds it well.
Yeah. He could take a lot of punishment.
I almost went for that brown sugar, but that would have killed me. I
Adam
would have been
Colin,
dead.
the Wolverine of drinking. Anyway, what's it called?
Gonna write Wolverine.
Yeah.
Chatham.
We'll just have to remember. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, so I was gonna get that, but it was 10% alcohol, so I didn't get it. So I got Chatham Brewing, Farmer's Daughter, which is a rye IPA with rye from Columbia County. It's delicious.
Where's-
It's a little
Lots
sweet.
of cocaine in Colombia.
Where the F is Columbia County?
Columbia County. Isn't that like fucking?
come
Oh,
on, you
Columbia
can do it.
County.
Yeah, not Columbia.
Come
the
on,
country.
guys.
So, yeah,
So,
that's up in.
No, I have no
where-
idea.
Oh, like Hudson area.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Great.
Outside the Taconic?
So
Already?
their description is
The hill people, I like to call them.
The hill people. So their description
Still's
is
burning in the woods.
spicy, fresh, and a little sassy. This
Ooh.
rye IPA will keep your attention from the moment you bring her to your lips.
Her.
Take her in hand and let her lead you to a special place in the fields of Columbia County.
Stop.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody tried to
So,
sexualize
yeah.
Listen,
this
So
beer.
the thing
Stop.
that I think I like the most about this beer is the can is like a sticker that was put on here by a person.
I want to tell everybody
Look.
right
Look,
now.
look at this.
And
Look.
you know what? If you want me to look at the camera, I'll say it.
Ooh.
It's like a vinyl sticker.
I'll
on
look
the
at
side
the
of this can.
camera. When it comes to descriptions, stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. I can't like those. That's just fucking annoying. Oh, that's actually a decent angle. I'll keep it there. It's just a. Whoa.
You even got the price tag on there.
Oh,
Good
let me
job.
Take that off.
So farmer's daughter. and what is it? Again?
Chatham Brewing.
Chatham.
So it's a
Brewing.
rye IPA. So their weird sexual description
Aside.
it's a little sweeter than I would like, but it is a rye IPA, so I kind of expected that.
So it's a sweeter rye IPA.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, like sweetness level, I'd put it on par with like a Boston Lager. Maybe that's the closest sweetness level that I could think
Go
of.
on, Rye. Pass it. Let's get the mono and the strip going.
I like.
I like it. I think it's great. I didn't like the first sip. I was kind of it's too sweet, but it's pretty well balanced.
Well, that's fine.
It's rather good. So
more of a
I'd
finish
give
than
him
a start.
I'd give him more of a I think I'd give this like a 7 out of 10. But I'm pretty discerning. So finest kind would be like an 8, 8.5.
I just recently, not recently, a couple months ago, where I was down in Long Island in Farmingdale.
Long Island.
Long.
And we went to this place called Sand City Brewing Company. And they had, I was just hanging out with the engineer there. He's a big like craft beer guy. I was with Chris Warner, who's also a big craft beer guy. So we were all talking about this beer and that beer and everything. And I can keep up with everybody because of, how
you were a beer guy.
how into
before
it.
you-
I was so fucking into it that, I can
Ryan
keep up
Bosch,
with that whole
BC.
shit. So I'm
Stupid
talking to them. They're
intestines.
talking to me. Jesse, who's the in-house engineer down there, he knows I have celiacs, but we go out to dinner and he's like, I got to take you guys to this brewery. I just shut my fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, I'll go there. I'll get a glass of wine like a douchebag or whatever the hell. I'll fall on the sword so Chris can, because I know how much he appreciates all that shit, so he can have a decent beer.
Yeah.
So we go down and they are just fucking blowing this beer they have called Fade to Jade, and it's an IPA. And Chris is going on, and Jesse's going on and on. Finally, I go, give me this fucking thing. So I take a swig, and Jesse's like, actually halfway through, Jesse went, you're not drinking anything? I'm like, no, I'm good. He's just like, oh, fuck. Like he fucked up. These guys had nothing. No wine, no booze, nothing.
Just their own beer.
their own beer. I was fucked.
Shit.
It didn't matter, it was fine. So I tried this Fade to Jade, Sand City Brewing Company. I lost my shit. Like, it made me depressed
Where is this
again.
out of Long
I usually can handle it and walk away. I'm trying to find it, actually.
Nassau or Suffolk?
So just so I get your reaction on camera, Bosch, you've already told this story on the
Northport.
show.
Northport. So
He's
Suffolk.
not listening.
Have
again.
I?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. Actually, what I was trying to get
I was
at...
pretty sure I've heard this before too.
oh, God,
Just-
I'm fucking stupid.
Just like live, not on listening to it, but
Sorry,
come
guys.
on. Long Island.
I didn't
so
stop
bottom
you
line,
for a reason.
Long Island brews.
It's California's fault.
It's
Long
California.
Island brews have come to be pretty good brews.
Anyway,
Montauk.
but actually, what I was really trying to get at was it was juicy, and I think I've described that. Like it's got like a juice kind of flavor to it. That's kind of what that has.
Yeah.
That's why I like that.
I just love when ingredients are made like within driving distance of here. You know what I mean? I can't stand like, oh, we're a local brewery, except for our hops are from Bavaria and our grains are from Illinois, and it's like, I get you're making it here, yeah, I get it, but it has nothing to do with where you are.
That's why North Road and Tuttleton are
By the way,
so fancy.
there is a brewery in Weedsport.
You mean
What's their name?
I could look it up.
I
we
got it.
can't get them here. I'm gonna have to contact them directly.
what about that big cidery that came out?
Lunkenheimer.
Yeah, it's Lunkenheimer.
Lunkenheimer.
Gardner, Angry Orchard. How do you feel about that?
What?
Claiming the Hudson Valley as their own.
Angry Orchard's doing that?
Well, they had they started in the Hudson Valley and then they got bought by Sam Adams.
Oh, well,
So
that's pretty...
Mazel tov for them. But
They're out there.
They did start here, but I would guarantee they're not getting their apples from here anymore.
Lunkenheimer Craft
definitely not.
Brewing Company's website is a little herky jerky.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna call them directly and ask if they'd be okay just shipping me beer.
Yeah, and tell them we're a big fan of the the town.
It's completely legal.
What
It's
is
not
it?
legal.
What's going on?
Okay,
All right.
you don't listen to the show. Weedsport is our favorite.
obviously.
First
it's our
of all,
favorite upstate town.
what's going on in Weedsport? I'll tell you what's going on. Lunkenheimer Craft Brewing Company. That's what's going on.
So I think what I need to do, because it's not legal for a beer distributor to ship beer to my house. It's not legal.
Well,
Right. But if it's... there's odd laws. So maybe somebody that worked there would be okay with shipping it to me, especially if I didn't pay for it. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Dude, they're really.
Oh, so
They're
doing
tiny.
like
Small.
Yeah,
some sort
yeah.
of taste test
Yeah.
thing? Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking about?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
This is one of those breweries where people are going to get mad when they start getting popular.
Yeah.
Like they're
For
like
sure.
a hole in the
Like,
wall
I knew
brewery.
those guys
Yeah.
way
show me?
back
Can
when.
you show me, Ray?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me
Yeah,
throw
put
it
it-
up on the screen
yeah.
here.
Uh,
Yeah, they got a nice...
oh, what a cute
Do you want to show
dog.
everybody at home? Oh, look at their old
nice
Dodge.
truck. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So,
So, what was this, a cider or just a straight brewery?
there are I was...
Look at the
All the
camera.
research that I have done, it's just stuck.
Whatever.
All right.
All
That's
right,
the
we're-
more expensive one, too.
So, how far away is this place?
3 hours?
No, it's more than 3
Ah,
hours.
farts.
Hold on.
Isn't it fucking like Great Lakes region?
Let's ask the Guggle.
The goo
Didn't we do this already?
did.
We did.
It was like 3 hours and 47 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 5 hours and 47 minutes. I don't
That's
know.
a lot of
it
ouches.
was a long time.
That's like a hotel.
We're going. We're going. We're gonna
We
go.
gotta.
We have to. Let's do a vacation to Canada next year.
Yeah.
We'll spend a day in Weedsport, then go to Canada, drink our faces off and gamble, and then spend another day in Weedsport on the way back.
2013, huh? They're only 3 years old. That's pretty cool.
You're absolutely right. 3 hours and 43 minutes.
3 years old.
43. I was so close. God fucking damn it.
I'll give it to you. You beat the spread on that.
They're,
So yeah, that's what's going on in Weedsport.
I mean, they have a
Yeah.
Labrador.
Yeah,
as
and
their,
he's holding.
I mean,
He's holding
that's
some
Winnie,
grains in his
Grain?
mouth.
obviously.
It's adorable. And look, the hops look like almost like a paw. That's
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't. It doesn't say what their beers are because
I think they're just a brew pub. I don't think they distribute.
yeah. See, look,
Well, we have a local one
It's
here
got-
that they can't distribute.
Who?
That they haven't yet.
Millhouse, right?
No, Millhouse definitely.
Millhouse will
distributes.
be Millhouse. Yeah, they distribute in kegs, but they will be bottling soon as well.
no shit.
Yeah.
Kegs are way better than bottles.
Well, of
by
course,
the way.
but I'm saying like they'll be in stores at some point.
But blue collar.
Blue collar. Yeah, I still haven't been there.
I went there and had wine, so I have no fucking clue. And everybody else with me had wine too, even though I thought they were going to be drinking.
Fucking assholes.
You idiots. No, their beer is pretty good. It's some kid our age. He's like 30 something, and his dad. They just decided
Some
to.
kid our age who's 30.
I swear, I'm still a child.
Yeah.
But they decided to start brewing together, and now they have this huge thing. But
I'm
the beer is
amazed.
good.
I'm still amazed by Sloop, like what they've done.
Sloop.
It's
Sloop
fucking.
is really
I remember.
good.
I remember when they first started. I was there. Their first day. This is what.
Their-
This is what these people are going to be saying
Their
in 10 years.
their
that we-
fucking label
Yeah.
was like black magic marker
Yeah.
on like just a generic
Yeah.
label, and they'd write
had-
peach IPA or whatever
Yeah.
the hell, or
Uh,
I'm sorry, peach sour. Or
They
whatever
were
doing.
doing. They were doing. They got their license, so a liquor license. Just whatever beer and wine. They were calling it. It's just like it's not even microbrewing. It's like we have a
Nano.
5-gallon system. We're calling it nano brewing, and
12
it's
gallon.
brewed in a garage. Like this is homebrew beer, and they managed to get a liquor license to sell it out of this guy's residence because of where he lives in Poughkeepsie. They were able. They lived like right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
They were
No, I
able.
know.
They were able to basically run a home, like run a brew pub out of his garage, kind of. And it was their first fucking day at the Arlington Farmers Market, and I go up and I was like, "What the fuck's this?" 'Cause it was seriously like the bottles like had it written in Sharpie, and they were just giving it away for free.
Yeah.
They
Just getting
weren't
their name
selling.
out.
They weren't selling anything. They were giving away stickers and like business cards.
Super. I mean, beer is very
Yeah.
cheap to brew once you start to.
Yeah, but
Do
I
it.
mean the equipment is pretty expensive.
Yes.
The overhead.
and the outs and the licensing and all the paperwork and all that stuff is very and I mean just the insurance is astronomical because you could fucking
To do
something
anything
could get in
food
there.
safe,
Astro-
you
Yeah.
have to have a food safe kitchen.
Astronomical.
So, but they were
Which I'm
doing
sure
that.
they
They were
didn't.
doing that. No, well, they passed somehow.
Yeah.
Out of his garage, and they were just like giving it away. And I was like, "This is pretty awesome." I was a little critical of them because I was like, my dad's stuff's a little better, but also, I mean, my dad had the ability to buy the most expensive ingredients you could possibly have to make a 5-gallon patch. They couldn't do that, but now they're everywhere. They're at all the local places. We have a keg at the coffee shop, which we're still not selling for some reason. Again,
Oh, so, what? That's crazy. I just tried to get a sloop approved by. I mean, I work for a big corporate restaurant, so it's very hard to do. But man, great brewery.
yeah,
When
very
that
proud of
thing
them.
shows up, you just want to
yeah.
bite on it. And
We have the one we have at the coffee shop is the Hops in the Valley, which I really like. Do not get a picture of it though, because by the your second or third one, it's like not working for me.
Doesn't do well
it gets
warm.
super sweet as it goes. Like it just kind of builds.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like it. It would just be more of a 1 to 2 pint kind of thing for me. But that's my only complaint about it. But they had it at Billy Bob's for a while.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Can I play you the clip from the movie that
The
whenever
clip from the movie.
the clip from the movie that every time you say astronomical, I have to copy. I don't know if this is exactly it, but here we go.
5, 4, 5. 2
He's giving us the factors.
astronomical.
I can't get it out of my head. He's like this. All right, it
Well,
sounds bad.
he'd
It
be
sounds
called-
bad, but
no
it's
idea
not.
what's going on there.
That clip is from Cube. Every time someone says astronomical, I say this.
red
I think
one.
this in my head. Oh yeah, and here, this is another one. This is another.
Like the red one. 8 died 8. 2 5, 4, 5. 2
He's giving us the factors.
astronomical.
What? Yeah.
All right, let me preface that because what I'm trying to say is every time someone says astronomical, I think of that, and
Okay.
I have to say it because there's something wrong with me. Astronomical. No matter what situation it is, if I'm going into a job interview and someone says astronomical, I'm not going to get that job. Because I'm going to have to say it, and everybody's going to look at me like I'm crazy, and they're right to do so. That movie is called Cube. It's from 1997. It's got Michael Rappaport in it. He's like the only known guy in it. And then one other actor that you would notice. It's about these people. They wake up in this cube, this box, and they have to, it's
Yeah.
like a maze, and they have to find their way through. And this one girl, she's a mathematician. She starts figuring out that the numbers on the cubes, they can maneuver their way through because each
Can
cube
we
has
not talk about Cube?
traps and everything. No, I want to say cube. I want to say cube like 10 more times. So they're trying to maneuver it, and then they fall into one of the traps, and then they figure out that this guy, who I think Michael Rappaport, he's supposed to play, he's probably autistic or something like that. He can do figures in his head that no human can do, no normal human can do. So, all right, yeah, I know I'm taking a long time. You don't have to look at your watch so goddamn
No,
blatantly.
I was just really wondering what time it was.
Time to get off the whole astronomical thing. I'm going to isolate it. Don't worry. Don't worry, everyone.
Right. Wonderful.
Sorry.
Oh, you know what I need? Since we haven't been booted from YouTube for you playing it,
All right.
the piano music that you use for the Uring story thing.
That is...
Because I'm going to use it in the How to Dead Radio video.
What was that? I think it was like Mozart or something to that.
You'd be surprised how much classical music will boot you off.
I specifically looked up
One that
royalty-free classical music, and that
Yeah.
was one that came up.
Because I think instead of doing a voiceover, I'm going to do just text on the screen with that playing in the background. Like fancy text. It's going to be good.
Oh, quick update. Still sitting down to pee at night. Still working out well.
Good for you.
I suggest everyone do it. Especially you.
I definitely always do.
They do have adapters now for women, but just so you know.
No, I'll pass.
Oh, they got like
I do
tubes
enjoy
to
the
put on.
sitting.
They got it's on like wish.com. So you can stand up and pee while you're camping.
Don't even mind the cold toilet seat. It's fine. I'd rather sit.
Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're just about to hit an hour in 10. We're not doing that.
No.
Real quick. Hudson Valley Transmitter. Issue number 4 just came out this past weekend.
Oh yeah.
It
I
did.
haven't seen it yet.
Should have been. Yeah, pick up the November issue. Yeah, November 11th said pick up the November issue this weekend. Cover art is a tribute to past musicians created by, I don't know, she might not want her, be associated with,
With this fucking show.
And that's fine. I understand. But, yeah, so Hudson Valley Transmitter, pick it up at your local Poughkeepsie retailer of coffee and
Yeah, I mean, we have them at the craft
diners
shop,
and stuff
but
like that.
Anywhere that you can find that. What the hell's the name of that? Chronogram.
Chronogram.
Like those kinds of places.
It's hvtransmitter.com, I believe, is the website.
.com.
It's .net. Also, Hudson Valley Tattoo Company. I want to do that.
They're doing a thing. Yeah, I just ran into Shish. He wants to come on next week.
Does he?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He also gave me a big hug, and we talked about chickens for a while.
I don't know sometimes for some reason I think I know Shish. I've known Shish for a long time. We've hung out together, just the two of us. But I still get this I don't expect him. I expect him to be different, but he's not. He's just
you expect him to be different than what he was?
No, I expect him to be kind of a little bit pompous and douchey, but he's not. I don't know why I think that.
That's weird.
It's nothing against him. It's just a feeling that I get, but he's not. He's just a really fucking down-to-earth, cool guy. He's a smart ass, and I think that's probably part of it, but I mean, so am I. But I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
I don't know what to say to that.
I don't either. I don't know what to say with what I'm
let's
saying.
Talk about
and I feel like I'm insulting him, and I don't mean to insult him, but I just
Well, we're certainly going to bring it up when he comes on.
Absolutely.
And you need to isolate this clip.
You
so
should
we can
definitely
play
talk about that. Solve that.
But Harvesting Hope, second annual Harvesting Hope, Sunday, November 20th, a day of tattooing to benefit the Poughkeepsie High School Art Club. Tattooing from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., party from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Many designs to choose from, ranging from $50 to $150. I want to go. I'm gonna do shit for the show from now on. God damn it. I have to be more active with this fucking show so I can do more shit. And this, I think, is going to be the start of it. I'm going to go there
You should make shirts.
I'm going to get a tattoo and
do their random tattoo. I wasn't even going to do a remote. I didn't want to even go that crazy.
Well,
baby
can
steps.
We at least
baby steps down the hall?
Can we at least fucking? I just watched that the other day. Can we at least
So did
go
I.
together so I can?
Absolutely.
Yeah, record it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to figure out a time and everything because I got a bunch of shit to do during the day.
Yeah.
It might be later afternoon.
So let's talk to Mike. We'll get in touch with him and make sure he's okay with me videotaping because I'm sure he will. Because Diego was fine with me taking pictures while he was tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you don't know who's gonna do your tattoo.
All those guys are killers. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course. But I think it would be a good idea since Shish is our friend to just be like, is there any way we can not necessarily go to the front of the line, but just make sure we get you.
Oh, that would be
yeah. And I think he'd be fine with that. You know, just we make it we'll say when we're going to be there, we wait as long as we need to, and we just go to him.
Yeah.
Even if we have to wait until get skipped over by other artists just to go to him.
Because I keep telling Brooke, I just want to do, I have an integration type. I have a tattoo on my back. I want to do an integration piece there. I want to do an integration piece to the one on my chest here. But then I want this arm and maybe this side to just be nonsense.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I want a tattoo right here. I don't care what it is. I just want one right here.
I want to start dead center, right in the shoulder, just boom, right there.
And work your way out.
and just spiral my way out of just bullshit.
Like fucking Bart Simpson.
Like
shit like that.
completely sporadic and like just random and weird. Because I think that suits me a little bit. Yes.
Yeah.
So I just want to do the whole thing. I don't know. You don't approve, or you're just thirsty?
I don't like the random stuff, but
No.
if you can play it all together, then hey.
Brooke's entire back is covered in this one giant integrated piece.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to look at. It's something crazy. She's got one, maybe 2 more sessions left, and she's done. But it's just not my style. I want something a little fucking wild and weird.
I like that idea. Just a bunch of small tattoos over several years creating a sleeve is a lot cooler than, well, not necessarily a lot cooler, but like a lot of people get, like they have a plan and they get a huge sleeve and it's one cohesive thing. But I kind of like the idea of having multiple artists and multiple designs and different styles and all that stuff. And I think that's more you, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm really happy with this. It wasn't my original plan for this left arm, but I'm not getting a million tattoos. I just don't want to spend money on it. I want to spend money on camera gear right now. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I just kind of looked around and I went, I got money to do this now. Like, I'm not.
She's a foot away from the thing, and she sounds like she's wearing a CPAP machine.
You need to get that shit checked out.
That's just my nose, actually, too.
You need to get it like
just,
it's like
just the nose.
What the fuck movie was that where the guy got fucking hit in the face and his nose
That's
was
why
whistling?
I pushed it down earlier.
that was me, myself, and Irene when she kicked him in the face down the hill.
So I pushed it down so low. I was like, ooh, I think I'm breathing into the mic.
Well, yeah. So I ran into Shish, and he was going to buy art supplies, and I'm very happy that I ran into him because he was like, nobody's fucking contributing shit, so I got to go buy a bunch of art supplies with my own money. So I was like, here's $10. Like, if I had time to... We had a kind of a little conversation. He's like, it's only a couple miles away. Like, what? I was like, I never get down there because it's only a couple miles away and it takes 37 minutes to get to fucking Wappingers from where we live. Route 9 is fucking terrible.
If you had like a heat map of where I go, Wappingers, like south of Poughkeepsie,
like
is
if you were
just
that
no
fucking,
man's
if you were,
fucking land.
If you were that fucking shark with the tracker in it.
Yeah. It'd just be like, you know, I like it would look like I'm avoiding Wappingers. To no real reason other than I just don't go there. I pass through when I'm coming home from like a Beacon or whatever the fuck.
And even then you're just like, is it worth crossing the bridge twice?
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's so silly, but now I actually like sat back and I was like, I got some money to kind of toss around a little bit, and I would like to do that.
It's a nice feeling. It's gone away pretty quickly, but that's only because we're coming into the dry season for photographers.
Yeah.
But
and real quick, just so I just want to, you know, let everybody know that I've blocked or unseen Heather Fulham.
You've blocked her? Why?
Yep, she's done on Facebook. I have no idea what she's doing.
So you have
what is the word?
You've blocked her posts.
No,
like
yeah.
you didn't block her on Facebook.
Unfollowed. I'm still sorry, kids. I'm still getting the lingo down.
Jay, are you still listening to the show?
He's not.
We don't know. I'm just waiting for him. I'm just hoping that when he listens to this tomorrow on YouTube on his like giant fucking big screen, he's like, yes, I'm listening. What? Yeah. So tell your wife what Ryan's about to say.
I warned everyone about the Christmas posts before Thanksgiving. She had one in October before Halloween. One of those X amount of weeks to...
Mm-hmm.
And then she had another one. I can't even remember because it was so long ago that I blocked her. Or unfollowed her.
Did you see? I just saw a meme the other day. It's like, so who else has their Christmas tree up? Not me. I mean, up in the fucking attic for the next 5 goddamn weeks. Yeah. I honestly don't even want a Christmas tree this year. I don't know. But you were like that a couple years ago, you said, right?
Going on 3 years, haven't done shit for Christmas. People are like, "What are you doing for Christmas?" I'm going out for sushi. Nong nong nong.
Yes, yes. Tradition.
They come with us.
Yeah, I'm not going for
Hungover as
sushi,
shit.
so
We go to Akira and we eat our fucking faces off. I have that fucking rice ball with the green tea ice cream in the center. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, it's the best.
fucking want
It's
that.
gluten free and delicious.
We fucked up last year though. We did a different place. We didn't do. Oh, sorry. I was preventing my breathing.
Where did we go? Oh, we went to Tokyo Express.
No, which is good, but it's not. It wasn't. It wasn't
I
Akira.
thought it was pretty good, but Akira is very good.
Akira is definitely the
But
best.
in any case, yeah. So Heather, I'm sorry. You were
you
warned.
are dead to the show.
You
We
were
need a
warned.
bumper for that.
Uh-huh.
You are persona non grata. He's gonna write it on the fucking wall of things we say we're gonna do. Oh no, that's the bumper wall.
I don't think that's spelled right.
It's not, because he spelled persona non.
It's
I think it is an O.
I
I could be wrong.
think it's actually.
I don't know
one.
what. That's just a scribble.
Yeah,
it's
nobody's gonna understand. You shouldn't
It
have wrote
looks
it with
like
the same.
I'll get it. It's fine. I'll get it. I'd show everybody, but there's this.
Yeah, it's just talk. What the fuck?
I'd love to show you what I have on the wall, but there's this.
That's
I
too
don't
bad,
know
man.
what's
Like
going
that.
on.
That camera was the way more expensive one.
And
I don't
I
know.
think it's the cable. If we got
It's
it,
probably the cable.
if we got a better cable that sat in there better, I think it would be fine. And
Okay.
but
Yeah,
we'll
so
work. We'll work on that.
Good job, guys.
I only said it because I knew he was going to say it.
Oh fuck! Where else was I? Oh, actually, oh what?
I was going to stick it to your arm.
It's all sticky.
Well, for those who are watching on YouTube, the sticker that was just frozen in the image came off of a can, and the can's really sticky from the sticker.
Also, real quick, Dutchess County SPCA has started a foster program for animals. And, of course, first thing Brooke says to me is, Roxy's up for fostering, which is some, like, Rottweiler that she's got her eye on. And I'm like,
Love the rats.
we can't fucking foster a dog, because that's going to be my dog now. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
you
want to
just
give that
keep it,
goddamn
yeah.
dog away. They'll be like, you know what? I don't feel good about you.
Yeah.
It's going to just be me not feeling good about anybody who wants to take the dog.
Yeah.
You know? Are you Christian? You are? No, I don't feel good about this. Actually, it's probably the best bet, right?
I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that.
Well, it's the Dutchess County SPCA. I wish I had their website up. Do.
It's something like spca.org. Dutchess County /
I don't know. Just Google it for
Something
fuck's
there.
sake. I don't need to. I need
really
to
not
hold
hard.
everybody's hand. Dutchess County SPCA on Facebook. Facebook.com/DCSPCA. That's Delta Charlie Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha. Boom!
Now you just
Got that
confuse the
phonetic
shit
alphabet down like a
out of
motherfucker.
everybody.
Ask me any letter. Any letter.
Z.
J.
Juliet.
You didn't answer Z.
Z. I don't remember Z.
Ah, you
Zulu.
suck.
Is it Zulu?
Yeah.
Shit.
Y.
Yankee.
U.
Uniform.
That one I was.
Everybody
That
gets
was tough for
everybody
me.
gets fine. L.
Lima.
That's a tricky one too.
B.
Bravo.
I just thought I'd throw you an easy one.
H is hotel.
Yeah.
Foxtrot. That's my favorite. Anyway,
Dumb conversation.
All right.
let's make a list of your favorite phonetic alphabet letters. Okie
don't.
dokie. What do you think? We're an hour and
I don't
13.
know. Yeah, we could.
And I
We can talk about fucking boosted board and drone recalls next week.
Oh shit! I forgot
Yeah.
all about it.
It's so.
You want to go real quick?
We can do it real quick.
15
What do you
minutes?
want to do? You want to talk about drones or the boosted board? Because drones is more like we'd be watching videos and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I think.
I think they're both going to be throwaways if we try and do it now.
You think so?
Yeah. Okay, we'll do the quick version. So, bunch of new drones have come out. Phantom 4 Pro, which is the new version of the one that I have, now has 360-degree accident avoidance, so it wouldn't have crashed into the tree.
Goddamn.
By the way, I fixed it. It's got a whole new body.
And it's fine.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah. I just had to replace the plastic shell, which was $59.
Shout out to...
But of course, it's like 120.
Who was it again?
DJI.
DJI. Shout out to DJI. Quality product.
Yeah.
Crashes into trees?
Crashed into a tree, fell 60 feet to earth. And then I crashed my boosted board, sprained my ankle, and I had to hobble around someone's yard to find my fucking drone.
And my shoes.
No, my shoes are still on.
Oh.
Yeah. I ripped my pants. It was fine.
You need to have your GoPro going all the time on that thing.
Well,
you
I
have
will
to.
now.
Yeah,
I will now.
that would have been
Because
better.
you're going to eat shit harder
well,
than that.
That's
later
the thing.
on. And that needs to be
that's
in video.
the thing. I was doing that video that I showed. I was doing it in stages. I did the GoPro stuff, then I did the DSLR stuff, then I did the drone stuff, all in separate shoots.
Yeah,
you
and
can't do it all at once.
I don't
or
wanna-
you'll definitely crash.
And I don't want to give you the, the fucking, the evil eye, but...
It was going to happen, of course.
No. It would be beneficial to the show if you got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And got it on camera.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
That's a good title too.
So now I have the new GoPro, so I will probably shoot a lot more GoPro
Just
video.
a tip.
But anyway, so it crashed 60 feet to earth, and it bent one of the arms, which is basically, it's like a plastic shell that holds all the things that make the drone work. But it's like 100 fucking bolts. It was like the tutorial on how to do it, I wound up not watching anymore because it was almost an hour long. I was like, I'm ahead of this guy already. I have to so I gave up on it and I just took it all apart and put it back together again. But the average person probably couldn't do that. I mean, it's less complicated than a transmission, but not by much.
Okay.
So it's a lot of bolts. It's a big circuit board. It's a whole bunch of shit. 4 motors, wiring harness.
Yeah.
I had to solder some shit.
Oh.
It's fine. Yeah. But it's all fixed. I flew it the other day. I put a video on Instagram, which I'm sure you didn't see.
I did see it.
Oh.
So
Anyway.
boosted board recall.
Yeah. So apparently, similar to the not really similar, but the same problem as the Samsung Galaxies. same problem. Same problem,
Explosion.
except they designed them well enough that all the safety features that are built into a lithium-ion battery worked. So 2 boosted boards out of the 1,520 that have been shipped out, the version 2 that I have, 2 of them have vented 1 cell. Now, this is a 54.5 volt battery comprised of 3 volt cells. So you can do the math if you want. I'm not going to.
Nope.
1 3 volt cell, which is about this big, vented within the battery, which causes it to get really hot, and then smoke comes out of it. Venting is when the battery either internally shorts or gets on a runaway charging cycle, which is basically it's charging so fast that it overheats. This is what happens with lithium-ion batteries when they go totally dead. If a lithium-ion battery is totally dead and you plug it into a wall, it charges so fast it lights on fire. That's what's happening with the Samsung Galaxies. They're going so dead, or one of the cells within the battery pack, because the battery pack isn't 1 cell, it's dozens, usually. And they're wired either in series or parallel. You plug it into the wall. If one of those cells goes into a runaway charging sequence, it lights on fire. If it doesn't vent properly, it will then light all the other cells on fire. And then your fucking Jeep burns to the ground.
All right.
Okay,
so in this case, only the cell...
Two batteries out of the 1,500 and something that they've sent out. 2 cells have vented. One of them, the person said, yeah, so there was smoke coming out of my battery, and I took it out of the board and threw it away. This was also after one person posted on Reddit that happened to them. The first person that it happened to, the battery's been recovered. They have the board, they have the battery, they have everything. The second person, they only recover the board because the person threw out the battery. I think that person saw that post and said, I'm just going to say I threw out my battery, so they'll send me a new one, and then I'll have 2. That's what I think.
Eh.
But even then, 2 out of 1,500 and change, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
And they vented. They did everything that they were supposed to do safety-wise for failure.
Instead of turning into
instead
a
of
fucking
fucking
Molotov
lighting
cocktail.
on fire, because the battery is completely contained in this top piece, flame retardant plastic, and the cells are separated enough between plastic layers that they can vent properly. So basically, let off all the pressure, which just turns into smoke and some heat, without affecting the other cells in the circuit. So it melts the connections immediately, so the batteries are no longer connected, and then it vents the pressure. And they did that. They're doing an investigation, and basically they said don't ride them, which obviously I've not been listening to. So
I'm sure they're
Why
fine.
would
And
you?
it,
yeah,
and
that's
if
the
it's-
thing. I'm sure they're fine.
I'm sure they're fine, and if it's not fine, they've made good on a lot of shit already for you. So
yeah. So
what's
I
to say
I think it'll be all
they'll
right.
make good again if it happens.
You know, and the thing is, what I'm gonna say is, I just be like, yeah, I didn't think it was that big a deal. I wrote it a mile.
yeah.
So, but other than that, the board's been great. Aside from the battery cover, which
Yeah.
has been a problem for everyone. This little fucking charging port here is supposed to have a rubber cover on it. That cover pops loose within 1 second of riding on every single board that's been manufactured, and mine has since gone missing.
Oh.
So that's annoying, but the port is waterproof, so it's not really an issue. So I will definitely be like, well, I want the rubber thingy, and you're going to keep sending me one until you come out with one that fucking stays in place. Other than that, it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
There you go.
These fucking 80 millimeter wheels are awesome. Just kick rocks right out from under you. You don't go flying off of it.
Jess, you want a boosted board?
It's a little bouncy.
No, I've been on one before.
Oh, you have? How'd it go?
Didn't like it.
No, I love it. It's amazing. My only thing is it's a little bouncier than I'm used to. But I understand why it's like that, because it absorbs vibration. It's a smoother ride, blah, blah, blah. But I almost feel like sometimes when I hit a bump, the thing gets kind of squirrely because it's bouncing all over the place. But I mean, I am like 10 pounds heavier than what this thing is recommended for. And it shoots up any fucking hill I throw at it, no problem.
You gotta start doing some Pilates.
I've lost a lot of weight, but that doesn't change the fact that I still need to lose
I'm
like
not
40
even
fucking
saying
pounds.
that. I'm just talking.
Yeah.
I was just throwing out
But
something.
no, it's pretty fucking awesome because they're rated for 250 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm like 255, 260. And this thing shoots up a hill, no problem. Even like it's not even in the most ridiculous mode.
Oh, yeah.
I have it in pro, not expert or whatever. I don't know. It's one down from the fastest one.
Oh, don't shortchange yourself. Waiting for that.
Well, I had it
fucking
in pro mode, and then I fucking crashed it.
Toyota
so I just slowed
fucking
it down.
Camry to come fucking barreling into you. Like, yes, we're gonna make it now. We got a viral video.
Yeah.
Man
Well, that's
killed
all we
on
need,
boosted
apparently.
board. Yeah, that's all you need.
All we need.
It's all you need.
Well,
it's real
the
simple.
video content is going to go kind of through the roof very soon because I'm getting a new laptop, which means that I can like edit sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can watch TV while I'm editing or whatever. And like that's a big thing because it's kind of like, hey, Amy, haven't seen you all day. Gonna go in the other room and edit for 3.5 hours.
Believe
like,
me, that's
I can't do
one of
it,
the things
you know?
I fight with this.
Yeah.
with
So
this show,
like
too.
I wanna hang out with Amy, but like she could put on like whatever show. We could sit on the couch together and I can edit. And,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Once I get the laptop, I can start doing that. So that's part of it. But another big thing has been the camera. Now I have the new GoPro. I thought that it was going to be like that when I bought these things, but the quality is just not there. It's just not there. And this thing is fucking awesome. I mean, not so much in low light, so I don't know how this time lapse is going to come out, but
We'll see.
I'm sure the time lapse will be great because it's shot in 4K. It's like pictures, it's not video. So I think we're probably done with this. Actually,
No.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna wear it.
I just shut it off.
Did you really?
Maybe. Did I hit the button?
I don't know.
Let me see it. Give it. Jesus.
I got this. I'm good at this. Yeah. There it goes.
You know, I have something even better.
Is it that noticeable?
No, I have something even better for next week.
What?
I have the fucking. Have you ever seen the videos where they have the helmet on, and then the big stick that comes out, and you can see their face?
Yes, the Darren Aronofsky
Will
vision.
you fucking wear that?
I will.
The whole show next. Like you'll just have to turn your headphones back.
I will do it.
And just wear.
I'll put fucking earbuds in if I have
yeah.
to.
So you'll wear a helmet, and the thing will be pointed at you the entire show.
Yes. That might make it easy for the Tim lapse. It'll make it a piece of cake because you don't ever have to use the fucking camera.
It's just gonna be your face for 45 fucking seconds, going really, really, really fast.
See, it's not,
All right.
and it's not that noticeable on the face. Are we doing a thing?
Could you just repeat that line?
It's not that noticeable on your face.
And that's it.
And with that,
yeah, I have to pee.
I think it was successful.
Yeah.
We're still not under that hour mark, but we are on the under the hour
We
and
could
30
have.
mark.
We could have been. We could have been.
But we wanted to have a few more laughs. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody knows the drill. Go to Facebook, Dead Radio Podcast. Check out... I can't hear, so I'm having trouble hearing how loud the music is compared to what I'm saying. Hudson Valley Transmitter is out. Local publication for arts, music, science fiction, all that good stuff. Check it out. Local coffee shop is a good place to find it. The Crafted Cup. That's issue number 4. Also,
and at the Crafted Cup, we will have beer and wine and open mic within the next 7 years.
Hudson Valley Tattoo Company in Wappingers is hosting a... oh, Christ. I had it in my head.
That was a bad idea to put it there. I really have to pee. Are you done? Can we go? Hudson Valley Tattoo Company. Just Google it. Just like them on Facebook, and it'll have the event.
This Saturday, November 20th, Harvesting Hope, it's called, to benefit the Poughkeepsie.
Bring art supplies, people.
Yeah, bring art supplies and get a whatever tattoo.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Get it on your inner thigh.
Bosch is gonna get one on his ass
Go
for the show.
Go big or go home. You leaving? Thanks for coming,
Goodbye.
Jessica Leitheuser. Just sliding out. And that's it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. We got a title for the show?
Adam is the Wolverine of drinking, or Ryan Bosch is the first gentleman.
Ryan Bosch for First Gentleman, or Adam is the Wolverine of drinking. I think that's the one.
Adam's the Wolverine.
Yeah. I think I'm happy
I'm good
with that.